Okay. Okay, so we test. Test microphone. Yep.
Hello.
Hey there.
All right. Julie and I both got it on our
Good.
phone. Didn't come through on our laptop or on our Gmail like we might have expected, but
Really? So came as
that's
a
weird.
notification or an email?
I did not see, I mean, I'm in my Gmail right now and I'm not seeing it. And I think
Spam folder?
Julie and I are still on Zoom. Julie, you got did your phone ring too? It came on your phone? Came on her. Yeah.
Um, spam folder maybe?
I don't know. Yeah, it came to both of us on our phones using our Google Hangout app. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't see. Kind of interesting. No, I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh. Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, hang on one second. So, Julie, what I just had to do was go through. I looked in my Gmail over on the side. Try to do. All right. Well, one second. So, Julie, what I just had to do was go through. Okay, I'm hanging up off my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you got it.
Yep, I see Robert.
You got audio?
Yep.
I hung up off my phone and I wasn't able. I'm not able to join in on my computer for some strange reason.
When I opened up email on my computer, then it came up like on the side, a little invite on the Gmail. But
Dr. Hicks, can I try something? Let me try emailing you this this link that's and see if you can join that way.
Okay.
Give me just one moment here and
because I think that time, Robert, that you and Pam got in, but I didn't, and I think you had to send me the link.
Yeah, that's what I'm remembering, because there's two different ways to send links. Let's see.
Interesting.
We just sure as heck don't want this happening.
There's a YouTube link you can send that's just for viewing, but then there's a Hangouts link you can send that I believe lets you join. Okay, Dr. Hicks, I sent you that. I sent you just an email with a Hangouts URL.
Okay, got it. All right. Same thing. Join. Ah, there we go. Okay.
So the link will allow to join as a participant, not just viewing it, right?
That's right. Well, if your Hangout screen looks like mine right now, on the bottom right-hand corner, you've got links. That gives you the YouTube view-only link. But, well, you might not have this since I started it, but at the top, there's an invite people where you can enter in an email address, or you can copy the hangouts.google.com link.
Yeah, I think it's different. So, Julie, I think I'm going to hang up on Zoom here.
Okay.
I'll share my screen. If it doesn't, I know it's gonna go maybe tunnel vision, but let me see if I can show you what it looks like for me. Yeah,
you have like a control panel of some kind or other, right?
Right, and so up here, down here in the bottom, do you guys have this links?
No.
Oh, you don't have that. Okay, so I guess only I have it
as moderator. Yeah.
But then up at the top, you've got invite people, and this is the link that actually lets them join.
I don't see the invite people. I just have.
Yeah, I don't think you have it.
Okay.
Because I started the stream, okay.
Right. Gotcha. We are able to share our screen though, and that business, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
So the chat would take place over here in the little. Did you say that's recorded too, Robert?
I've seen it recorded. Yes. I mean, if I go back to a live stream in the past, I have seen the chat will roll with the recording. Let's see. There's yeah, I gotta click the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're in charge of whether or not we can use any of those tools. Okay. All right. So you would issue the Hangout chat link along with everything else. So this. Okay. Got it.
You think that would work okay?
I think so. I mean, this is actually one of the confusing things for me about Google Hangout, and why I've finally, switched more to Zoom, is that, Zoom gives you that one stable link, whereas now, so like, we're in hangouts.google.com/blah, blah, 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 blah. But this is just the one chat for the three of us that Robert invited us into, right? Like, if you forwarded this link out to someone else, would they be able to join in right now?
If I gave them the Hangouts link, yes, they can.
They can. Okay. All right. So that's good. So even if you initiate it and give them that link, maybe that's what's always confused me, is about the ways that the Hangout links work and whatnot. But
plus the fact that they change it every week.
Yeah.
Well, and then they start Google Meet and all these other things. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, well, that's good. So you can do this. This is recording right now as an unlisted YouTube video, right?
Well, it's actually public.
He'll change it later. Okay.
So, yeah.
Nobody's watching us, right?
Well, we'll see if they drop in, and tell us.
Who knows? We'll get fans. All right. So you'll be able to share this link with other people in our cohort. They can join in the Hangout, but you could also share it with them from your YouTube live. So like if you,
Yes.
do you just, I'm just curious, do you have the link to that?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, because I opened it at the same time too, so I could look and see.
So it's just they're only able to just chat, post in the chat, right? But not
right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. So it's just they're only able to just chat. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's the thing. You cannot have the Hangout link on at the same time, or else like it's really confusing. But okay.
So it would be good for something like where if you had a round table of, 8 people, but then you had hundreds of other people just viewing it. Yeah. Viewing, it's kind of like a central conversation and then an outer ring of a conversation.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
2 different URLs, right? Is that
yes? Yeah, they are. And just let me post the other one in here just so you can see. Yeah, the other one is it kind of, yeah.
Okay. So that clears that up then.
I believe this one's going to ask you for a Google login. The Hangouts, I don't know if you could log in without a Google account on that one. I think you probably.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because then you'd have to, the YouTube, anybody can watch it.
Right.
Cool. So, I mean, I like this idea of like, having, you could even think about having people, a couple of our classmates join in on the Hangout, and then a couple people kind of watching on YouTube and thinking about what that experience might be like as well. And then we could, if we did this like live during our Wednesday night time, maybe we could aim to have your webinar be about 45 minutes or so, and then we could all hop into a Zoom room, something comfortable and familiar for the last like 15 minutes, and they could give you some comments and feedback, or talk about the experience, what it was like just to be a viewer as compared to what it was like to be a participant. I don't know if that's interesting to you or useful. I could imagine that would be kind of cool personally for me to look at and think about as an instructor, but I don't want to take away from your time of what you would want to be doing with your webinar.
I think that sounds great. And in the chat box, if we have a separate Google Slides that's going to be like everybody participating, you can just select that and people can just click on it. So you're not having to, or it enters the link, but they can just click on it.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes it nice.
Yeah, and you can see a little document preview over there in the chat.
Cool. So, all right. What else would be helpful for the two of you right now? I know obviously you want to kind of think about some additional planning and activity and how you're going to structure the different, move by move moments through the webinar. But how else can I be helpful right now in terms of helping you with your slide deck or thinking about the technology piece or whatnot?
So on Monday we need to go through it, and then we're going to do it again on Wednesday. Is that right?
Well, I guess I at risk of making more work for you, I don't want to make more work for you. What do you think would be most helpful? Like, if we consider, would it be useful to do like a dress rehearsal Monday afternoon together? Would you want to do that? Would that be something that would be helpful? Would you rather just say, hey, let's just do our thing on Monday and get it done? Thank you very much. Troy, plan plan class on Wednesday night, just like normal. Don't feel like we have to do this thing over again. You know, I don't want to make your lives more complicated. I guess what I'm looking for is just what you think would be most interesting. And
I would rather do it once, but it doesn't matter to me whether it's Monday or Wednesday night. But I would honestly just rather do it once.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what about this? And I'm open to anything. But what about if you and I, Robert, kept our time for Monday to just you and me kind of spend going over it, since we kind of planned that time already, and then we can present it to everybody Wednesday night. Just you and me meet Monday to kind of plan out the rest of the logistics. Would that sound okay?
Sure.
Or do you just want to kind of, or do you want to go ahead and do it Monday with Dr. Hicks?
Yeah, what would be best for the two of you, honestly?
You decide, Robert. I'll do whatever. I know that we probably need to work with it a little bit more, you and I, so we could use that time slot that we already have Monday to do that, and then present it Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
At our regular class. Okay. And do like the shorter 45-minute version and then talk about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Is that okay, Dr. Hicks?
That's fine with me. Again, I don't want to make life more complicated for you than it needs to be, but I guess what I'm also trying to understand and make sure I'm comfortable, that you're comfortable with. Like, I know you had originally expressed a little hesitation about sharing it with a wider audience, and then you said it would be okay to share it with other DET students in cohort 3. And now I'm looking back at my notes on that planning document. Yeah, you were just hoping to kind of make it broadly for cohort 3, but not beyond that. So if you were to use your time on Monday to work together and plan and do what you need to do, and then like Wednesday night is the actual, let's broadcast it, let's invite cohort 3, it'll be during normal class hours. I'm comfortable with that. I mean, basically my plan for class this week had been kind of an overall reflection and having people talk about their journey this semester, which I'm willing to give that up and turn it over to having the two of you present your thing, since we know most people would be available at that time. And if that's what you'd like to do, then that's fine. Do you feel that's the best plan given your time frame and workload for the next couple of days and what you're aiming to get done? And what do you think?
It's fine with me, except Robert, are you thinking you just want to finish it Monday?
Well, the only, this is just a psychological thing. In my head, it was going to be done on Monday.
Okay, yeah.
That I was ready for it to deliver it on Monday. That's the only, my brain works in strange ways, I guess.
No, well, strange at all. Well, let's just get it done on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, Robert? That sound good?
That would be good for me.
Okay.
So then my question would be, are you going to be able to create like a short little description and a title and have the Google Hangout link available to send to everyone, like either just as an email, or you could share it with me and I could post it in a class announcement or something like that? Would you be able to get all that information organized here before, say, 6 o'clock tomorrow night, to get it out to people so they'd have time to join in on Monday afternoon?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
You feel comfortable with that? Okay. All right. Well, then what I'll do is I'll start writing the announcement for the week, and I'll say that you two will be presenting at 1 o'clock on Eastern on Monday afternoon, and then if you could get me your title and description and things, I'll put that in there in the link. That would be great. And if you need anything, like I'm fairly flexible, like later today and tomorrow, like in the late afternoon, like probably like the 3 to 5 o'clock time frame. If you need to meet again or you need any help with anything, feel free to reach out and I can hop online and do whatever you need to do. But it seems like you're moving in the right direction. You've got a good plan for the hour. You've got your slide deck started. Are there other things I can help with right now?
I don't think so. Well, go ahead, Robert.
So you said, just to confirm, this is Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, right?
That's what I have on my calendar. Yep.
Okay. I'm just looking at Google and making sure.
Didn't get goofed up again. Yeah.
See, it's one of those things where I can convert it in my head, but if they also convert it for me, then I've converted in the wrong direction.
Yes.
You
Yep.
know, it's like those clocks that try to set themselves and try to account for daylight savings time. If they, if I don't realize that they do it, then I undo it.
Right. Exactly.
So I've got it 12 p.m. Central time. I hope they're showing me Central time.
It should say maybe, but
It says GMT -5. Is that Central?
I think GMT 5 is Eastern.
Is that Eastern? Okay, so I need to.
Why can't they just say Central?
That's a great question.
I know. Come on.
Now let me Google GMT -5. That's.
Oh dear goodness. Let's just look at GMT now. What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Yes, this whole time zone thing, it's a little crazy. But yes, on my calendar, I have it at 1 p.m.
Right. And
Yeah,
I'm scheduling it on YouTube is what I'm doing. I'm going ahead and putting it in the Hangout, scheduling it.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, okay.
So what is GMT -5? Why can I not find that?
I think that's what we're on right now. Well, in daylight savings time and all that.
Oh yes, okay.
Oh,
GMT -5 is Eastern time. Eastern, okay. So I need to schedule it for 1
o'clock. Yeah. 1 o'clock.
Because some sites convert it and some sites just don't. Okay, so 1 p.m. I'll schedule it for that, and then I'll send.
I know, like Dr. Hicks, your calendar, the Book Me calendar, it'll automatically convert it to my time, and I think that's why it.
Yeah,
that's exactly why. Because everything I look at for Central Michigan, I convert it to Eastern in my head. But if it already converts it for me, then I've done it in the wrong direction.
I know. This is the challenge of having a global doctoral program.
Yeah, I guess what am I complaining about? We got students in Hong Kong.
First world problems.
Right.
Okay, so I feel pretty good about where the two of you are. I know you got a little more work to do, which is totally understandable and fine. But yeah, if you need me to touch base or look at anything, late tomorrow afternoon, I could probably do that. And then, yeah, we'll plan for 1 Eastern, 12 Central on Monday. And if you could even if you just give me a title and the link, and I can write that into the announcement, I'll send out my, I like to send it out early Sunday morning, but if you get it to me, even by early afternoon tomorrow, I can send my announcement out later in the day. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Just an update. The drop-down menu actually says that GMT -4 is Eastern, so -5 is Central.
Oh, really?
That's what it says.
Oh, is it right now? Yeah, probably because of daylight savings and all that. So.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have a question about if we go in and make some revisions to our document, when would you want us to resubmit that, or do you want me to just, or we could just email you and say we've made them, since it's just our a Google Doc, you know?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Actually, yeah, please go ahead and just take that same link and resubmit it. I just updated Blackboard this morning, and I put in an additional attempt for both of you. I wrote a note that said, like, yep, I've seen your draft. I'm putting it in for 25 points right now, but if you could go back and resubmit, and then I'll evaluate it. Like I said, you know, with that document, look through the comments. I mean, there are a couple where I think I would like you to elaborate just a little bit more, but you know, you don't feel like you've got to go overboard. And then some of those comments are more toward the idea, like, if you're going to publish this and turn it into something that you would share later on in a more formal kind of, you know, booklet that you make in Canva, or if you put it on a website or something like that. Again, you both have done great work. I know you've collaborated a ton. I see that you've met all the criteria for the assignment. So don't feel like you have to spend, honestly, I wouldn't spend more than like an hour just going through my comments, looking, making little tiny changes. It's nothing, you're not starting from scratch or anything here. It's just, oh, okay, or oh, save that one for later or whatever. Don't stress over it. You're in good shape. Even if you just said accept, or delete on all my comments and let them go, it's fine. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, very much. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd much rather have you spend your time and energy making sure your slide deck is in good order and you have a good script for your webinar than worrying about any comments on that document. But yes, please do just copy and paste the URL and turn it in Blackboard one more time. That would be great. Yep. Okay. Well, good. Well, good to talk with both of you. And Robert, I hope your kiddo is doing okay and the crisis was averted and all is well. And
yes.
all right. Well, good. Well, I'm going to hop off the call here, and I don't know, you two may need to chat for a little bit more, but I will look forward to hearing from you and getting at least a title and a URL that I can send out in the announcement for tomorrow. That would be really helpful. And we'll go from there. We'll look forward to seeing you on Monday if I don't hear from you before then.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Sounds great. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, Robert.
Hello.
Well, I'll take care of the document, like making the updates, because I kind of if you want me to. I mean, then there's just a couple things. I kind of, when I read through it the other day, I kind of noticed some of the things that he commented on, like
yeah.
So if you want me to, I can work on that like
That's
tomorrow, and then as far as our slide deck, what the heck is it? What do we want our title to be?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was trying to look through and see what is our title in other places. What's the title of our Google Classroom?
Introduction to Educational Technology Tools. Kind of doesn't go too much anymore.
Yeah, I feel like it should have collaborative tools in there somewhere.
And it's really not introduction, I don't think. It's more like effective use of
collaborative tools in online classes, something like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Effective use of collaborative, like technology tools, or technology. No, that's not right. Effective use of collaborative tools in online environments.
Yeah.
That sound right?
It's a bit of a mouthful, but I feel like, yeah, effective use of collaborative digital tools
Okay,
in
yeah.
online environments. I mean, because collaborative tools could be, because we're specifically talking about digital tools or
Technology or something like that.
collaborative technology to yeah.
We could make it so it has a colon, so it has a, serious scholarly tone to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Digital collaborative tools, colon, effective use in online environments.
Effective use, yeah, in online environments. Whatever it is, I'll name the stream the same thing. The only thing I'm wondering is if I can get the Hangouts URL, because I can get the YouTube URL in advance, but I don't know if I can get the Hangouts URL in advance.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Well, I'll try that out after we get off of here because I need to. I think I can launch it and then get the URL. Maybe. Let's see.
I'm going to try titling it this and we'll just see what it looks like.
Huh. You can create live control room. Wow, they give you a lot of analytics on these streams too. That'll be interesting. Um, hmm, I wonder. Oh, okay. I know what I can try. If I try to invite, nope. Oh, okay. I know what I.
On the title on the slide, Google Slides for the presentation, how come it's like an extra space after the final line on the title when I try to make the title?
Let's see.
Oh, it's okay now. Never mind. You think that title's okay?
Hang on. I'm trying to test.
Oh,
Wait,
the Google. Okay.
Google Hangouts. Finding you. I think these Hangouts emails just go to people's spam folder. That's
I checked in mine and it wasn't there.
well, when I sent it to my Central Michigan email, it didn't go to spam, but it went to other. Um, which is not good. Um,
Hmm.
but anyway, I'll see if I can. I'll be able to at least get the YouTube URL, and at the time, maybe I'll start it a little bit early and then get the Hangouts URL if it won't let me extract it in advance. Okay, so for each one of these little slides for each one, these sections for each one of our tools. Um,
Each of the slides will have like a introduction to it and just kind of briefly summarize the long-term and short-term and constraints real like in bulleted points or something. Is that what you're thinking?
yeah, I guess sort of the same
5 minute
information.
introduction and then
So something like we did on our booklet. I don't know.
just real brief. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, just have a couple in there. Ah, there we go. I managed to make the ISTE logo white. That was bothering me. And then for the definition of collaboration, I don't see why it has to be that complicated. I mean, we can just ask verbally or have them say it in the chat, right?
yeah.
Um,
And I see that as all kind of like happening in the intro section and then and like those um, first couple of slides. Okay, you're never mind, you got it.
yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. Yep, I got you. And then we can kind of just talk about it in terms of what we have.
Yeah, that'll just be a conversation. That'll
Yeah.
be kind of free form, I guess, in a way. Um, and then the intro, that's where we can also talk about the challenges there.
Yeah, and the skills and then the challenges and solutions probably.
Okay, yeah, those three skills, challenges. Let's make some new slides for those
That
skills.
intro slide, can we just delete that
Intro,
second one?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because we're just kind of launch right into it. Yeah. Oh, he had complications already. I guess I can move that up there. He had some quotes from our,
Yeah.
which is good. We just put some quotes in there. Oh, man.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to copy the same title you have here and make that the title of the stream.
And I tried to change the title of our classroom, but I don't know if it changed it.
Well, it won't let you change it. It might not. I don't know.
Or when you go to about, it lets you edit it. And so it changed it there, but then it didn't change it in the heading of the class.
It might need to roll out for
Go
sometimes.
back. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while for it to roll out. YouTube's kind of the same way. Mm. Let's see. Okay, I'll save that. Um, skills and
Skills are like the list of those 7 there. But he mentioned on the document that maybe beginning them with a verb like
uh,
Let me see. So
I'm glad he said we've fulfilled the requirements. That's a relief.
yeah, when I saw the comments, I saw it this morning, like right before, and I saw that we got 25 points out of 150, and I was like, oh my God, this is bad. And so so I was very relieved to hear that he didn't expect us to like rewrite the whole thing or anything.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I thought, oh.
Oh man, it's just already been such a stressful day. It's crazy. Gosh.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't I'll work on those skills with the verbs, adding a verb. And
yeah, I'll keep adding to this presentation, and we'll have it in shape, I think.
And I'm wondering, let's see, if maybe we could add the speaker notes of like who's going to like.
Oh yeah, down at the bottom.
So that we'd kind of not be fumbling around there,
Yeah, that works.
Kind of like what are we thinking of doing there? We're going to ask,
Yeah, and we can put who's gonna take the lead in one particular section like we had planned. And
yeah. So and maybe we do kind of need an introduction rather than just, okay, everybody, how do you define collaboration? Maybe we need to kind of have a beginning part, like, because I see this playing out. Okay, we have the intro, the first slide, and then we go right to define collaboration, but we might be able to pull in the notes, just maybe some of the things from our intro in our document that we can just say without making a separate slide.
yeah, we can just put it in the notes on that first slide.
Introduce.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll have to introduce ourselves,
Yeah. And just talk about the course we created. At this point, there's so many pieces to this project. It's just.
Well, at this point, I'm wondering if it seems like then we have to go to the course.
I don't know. I don't know if we even go to the course at this point because it's so far.
It's just another step that's maybe not necessary.
Yeah, that's maybe not even have the course as part of it. Because like I said, there's so many pieces to it at this point. I mean, there's, the original course, the addendum, all the tools, and then now this part.
If we have it just directly from the slide that here's the link to Cami or here's the.
Yeah.
And we could always give them, like in one of the slides, here's a link to the classroom with you want to go look at it and play around, something like that, but not really bring it into the webinar. The classroom, I mean.
Yeah.
You think?
I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
Okay, well. Let's just work on, I'll work on adding those verbs and I'll get them put into the skills slide. And we can just work, a little bit on the document. And I'll work on our companion document, kind of deal with some of those things he mentioned and get rid of the rest. So maybe we can resubmit it Monday.
Yeah.
And be done with it.
Yes.
And have a little bit of time before the next classes start.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? All right. Well,
done with 802?
Yeah, I got that all turned in. Hopefully it's done.
Yeah, that's kind of a relief. So a
Yeah,
couple days we'll have this done and have a relief for that too.
yeah,
All right, Robert, we'll try to get some rest and chill out.
yeah, try to. All right, yeah, I'll try to get the URL and send to him.
Okay. Are you going to send him the title?
Yeah, I'll send him the title too.
Okay.
All right, see you later.
Have a good day.
You too.